Hello everyone, welcome to the Daily Tarot. This is going to be your guidance for today. So let's see what messages we can get for you from the universe, for your highest good. My intention with these is to provide you with some guidance for whatever situation you find yourself at the current moment. Maybe you need... Oh, okay, this one fell out. You've got number 4. That is mountain over water. I forgot what's called this hexagram. Anyway, moving on. So my intention with these is to provide with some guidance, whatever situation you're in currently. Perhaps you need a message of encouragement. Perhaps you have a question in mind. You may need an answer to that, or some kind of confirmation or some kind of affirmation that you may need at this particular point in time. These are absolutely timeless. You can watch these anytime if you feel drawn to a particular message. You can watch them any time of the day, any time of the month, week, whatever. And yeah, that's what it is. Now keep in mind that these are collective readings, so take whatever fits your story, whatever resonates for you, whatever your intuition is telling you that is for you, and leave the rest for someone else. These are not person-to-person readings or zodiac sign specific. This is just a collective overall vibe or frequency, or whatever you want to call it, as it's what's going on right now. Whatever the cards, whatever the universe has, I am just trying to pick out the messages that are needed for the people that need it. Okay. Now at the end of this video, there will be a ask a question, get an answer. So please do have one or two questions in your mind that you may need the answer to. At the end of this video, I will pull some cards for you to get an answer to your specific question. So there will be 2 questions today. So have those in mind and prepared as you are watching this video. Okay, if you do have a question. If not, you can just skip that part. So you got hexagram 4 that fell out, which is youth, I believe it's called. I think it's called youth. Yeah, mountain over water. This is a hexagram that has to do with something new, the beginning of something. It's an equivalent of an ace, or it's an ace of wands, more or less, even though these elements don't fit. But yeah, it's the equivalent of an ace, something new, something that comes to light. This is what wanted to fall out, so I didn't pursue another one. So somebody needs to hear that there's something new coming up here. I will read that from my notes when it comes to the I Ching hexagram. Well, and this deck is called Youthful Inexperience, which is a bit the same. There's something quite new wanting to come out here. So let's see what else for the collective. You've got full moon in Capricorn. The end of a tough cycle approaches. What else? Let me get you a flower. What else does collective need to know the most right now? Got knowledge, cornflower. My favorite flower. Let me get you one of these. What else for the collective, please, universe? I kind of see a message coming through here right now, but let me get the rest of your cards. What else for collective? Got Starkeeper, Cosmic Ancestor. See the light by staying grounded. Definitely a very interesting message coming through here. So let me get you some tarot as well, and then we'll get into your reading. So what else does collective need to know? Okay. So there is a message coming through here very strongly for somebody that there is a need for groundness here. There is a need for gaining more knowledge on a situation, because you have this hexagram 4 here, which talks about youth. Okay, it's the burst of something new, but it's also, you know, referring to a very young person that is inexperienced. Okay. It's just the beginning of something, but it lacks direction. Okay, this particular hexagram, it lacks direction, and because it's mountain over water, there's a bit of a sense of suppressing something. Okay, there's a sense of this water needs to find its own way. Okay, and there's something quite heavy here that sits on top of it. Okay, and because you have this Capricorn side here, there is probably something here that you need to become aware of. You need to find your own way. You need to find your own path. And there's a very strong message here of being grounded or feeling ungrounded. Okay. There is a lot of instability that's showing up in the tarot as well. I'll probably clarify to see this, what this is about, but the Four of Wands in reverse and the Tower being here, this is instability. Okay. You know, it could be with this particular hexagram that you are getting carried away by something without actually having the proper understanding or the proper knowledge for it. Okay. You know, you also have here this light. Okay, this hexagram 4 has some sort of a burst of light, a burst of enthusiasm of something that's coming through, but it needs to be grounded in something. Okay, you need to be grounded in reality. You might get carried away with something without understanding the proper course of a situation. I will read more what the hexagram 4 can say. So let's see. Yeah, it's called folly, not youth, sorry. Youthful folly. So this is the image of a spring that comes out at the foot of a mountain. It's the image of youth, being thorough with all you do to develop character. That's what I've been saying. There's something here that you need to learn as you go along, as you gain experience, because this hexagram has no experience to it. It's something that comes out of the ground and it needs a direction of some sort. And that's kind of how it's coming across to me. You need to apply discipline and knowledge and to be mindful of the dangers of this particular path you're taking, because you're inexperienced. It could be that something you haven't done before. And there's a need for you to cultivate knowledge here and to ground and integrate whatever it is that you're learning along the way. Okay. So when the spring comes up, it doesn't know where to go, but soon it will fill up all the right gaps in its steady flow. It fills up all the holes, all the deep places, and whatever is blocking your path is going to be slowly chiseled away by water, because there's water here represented. And it also says to be very conscious of your own lack of experience. It's not appropriate for you to give guidance, but you may need guidance. Or if you are in a position of giving guidance, you have to wait for it to be asked of you instead of just going along and give it to people. To be silent and temperate in regards to inexperienced people. They're not idiots, they're just young. So this hexagram indicates a time of mastering something through discipline and guidance and learning. Character is developed by being thorough to fill up all the gaps, the metaphorical gaps. And this is also the beginning of education. Because you have knowledge here as well, yeah, there's definitely a message here for someone that needs to gain knowledge, experience, to perhaps learn from the tough things you might have experienced in the past here, because there is something tough here coming up for you. There is a need for you to extract wisdom from something, okay, that you've been doing so far, and to remain grounded, to have a level-headed approach to your situation, but at the same time to not suppress your needs or your desires to spring forth, to explore new paths, because there is a mountain here that sits on top of this water. So if there's something trying to suppress your light, your needs, your desires, your adventurous side, let's say, there's a quiet balance here that needs to happen between you going on your own way and doing your own thing, but at the same time recognizing where inexperience is a limitation for you. Okay? And definitely a message about staying grounded here. I do want to see what this knowledge says, if there is more to it. It does say you will receive answers and the right place and the right time. There is a good outcome to be reached. There is protection against misfortune, an offer, a formation of a pact or agreement, or the signing of contracts. It's time to take a step closer to commitment in relationships, partnerships of all kinds, and groups. Healing in the opportunity to open your soul and inviting love in. There's also a degree of healing with this card. This flower is named after a god of healing, a centaur of healing. So there is some healing here happening too. Whatever light and whatever comes into your life during this period of time, it needs integration. It needs to be grounded in reality. It needs to be properly processed, because this star keeper is here. The keeper of stars is someone that actually understands their language fully, and it's fully integrated into their life. It's not just information floating around in your head. It's actually something that you live by, that is grounded in reality, that is brought into your daily life. So whatever knowledge you're getting at this time, whatever experience you're participating in, whatever this is, there's a need for it to be put into practice, to be integrated. I do want to know what this tower is about. For some of you, there is some shakeup here in regards to finances, because this King of Coins is here in the middle, and the Four of Wands being in reverse. It could be that there is a disconnection of some sort here, okay, through some kind of a shakeup. Something might have come to light. Fours represent foundations and stability, and because it's in reverse and we have the Tower here, there is a crumbling of some sort of foundation. Something you thought was stable is not as stable as you might have thought. It could also be that certain goals or certain achievements might feel out of reach to you with this Four of Wands in reverse. There could be a disconnection between you and other people when it comes to social groups, when it comes to family, loved ones, whatever it might be. It could also be that there is a bit of financial insecurity that is affecting the way you proceed on your path, on your way, okay? I do want to know more about this, so. Yeah, there is some kind of truth here that's coming to light for you, because especially in this particular deck, this Tower, it represents some kind of truth being brought to light. Somebody saw something that they weren't supposed to see, and there's some kind of truth that came out, and then very bad things happen afterwards because something was seen that wasn't supposed to be seen. Okay, so there's some kind of truth here for you that's coming to light that is causing some kind of disconnection, some kind of instability, okay, when it comes to your finances, when it comes to family, when it comes to a partnership for some of you. There is something here that you weren't aware of, or maybe you glossed over, and you know, something's coming to light that's causing some kind of a problem here. Okay. Some of you, there is a Capricorn that is of significance to you, because you have the King of Coins and Capricorn here. That's an earth sign, so could be a Capricorn that either you are a Capricorn, or you have someone around you that is a Capricorn. Could be that somebody is being irresponsible with money, with their financial stability, with, you know, they're being foolish, okay, because that hexagram is called folly. Somebody is being foolish with the way they're handling their affairs, or maybe somebody's jeopardizing your stability, or maybe you're jeopardizing your own stability. You know, take that in whatever which way it resonates for you. So now I will do ask a question and get an answer. There will be 2 questions for you that you can ask. I'm going to shuffle these cards, and hopefully we can get some answers for you. So have 2 questions in mind, or 1 question in mind, and I will get an answer for you. So let's see. Can we please get the collective the answers that they need right now? So ask a question, number 1. Ask a question, number 2. So let's see. For your first question, yes, but you need to take some kind of a leap here with the Fool card. Also, this card is a yes, but it can also be a maybe, because it depends on you whether or not you want to open the door to this. Whatever your question is regarding, this is the Wild card, okay? This is where it's the beginning of something, but it's not the beginning, it's the potential of a beginning. So this talks about potential that is either there or is not there. It depends on when you open this door. If this door opens up for you, whether you are willing to walk through the door that is presented to you. Okay. It also talks about limitations here, in a sense of you need to shed limitations with this Fool card. Okay, so it's a yes or a maybe. It depends on whether or not you're going to walk through the door that is presented to you, whatever that means to you. So number 2, your second question is a no, because we have the 8 of Swords here. And again, this talks about limitation. So whatever question you had on your mind has something to do with some kind of limitation. If the 2 questions are related, or maybe it's something else, I feel like you may have something floating around in your mind specifically that is a perceived limitation of yours. So your second question, we have a no. Okay. So, my dear viewers, that was your reading. I hope you found this useful in your journey for today, and I will see you all very soon. Bye.